Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Hello, my Level Up friends and family. So the podcast that dropped last week was with Jordan Adler. And Jordan Adler is one of the highest paid network marketers in the world. And one of my favorite books that I recommend to everybody that starts in business with me is Beach Money. So I've read that book several times. And so what I'm going to go over today is just inspired by the book. And it's as a result of having Jordan last week that I just wanted to kind of focus on him a little bit more. And I'm going to go over some of the things that I really loved about his book. And some of the things that he talked about in the book is what to do and what not to do in your network marketing business. So I know that a lot of you that listen are network marketers. A lot of you are not. And to be honest with you, no matter what you do, if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to find value in every single one of these points. Like we could read personal growth books and it automatically, I'm like, oh, that describes my business. And you probably feel the same way when you read a personal growth book. You could apply it to your business. So you will find value in these points, no matter what you do for a living. So let's start off with the 9 things that you do not want to do. And again, you could be like, wow, doesn't matter what I do for a living. Number 1 is really valuable. Do not make excuses for what you do. Like, are you proud of what you do? I'm a network marketer. I'm a top income earner in my company. And from the very first moment that I got an ID, and I had so much to learn. I didn't have a team yet. I didn't sell anything yet. And I was so proud of the profession that I was in. I wasn't like, oh, I'm doing one of those things, or maybe people won't understand it. I became a network marketing professional. I read and I read and I read and I did whatever I could to learn from the people that were very successful. So be very proud. Stand in what you do. You know, every now and then, there are people that don't understand the network marketing profession. And they'll say, oh, are you doing one of those things? You bet I'm doing one of those things. So explain to me what you think one of those things are, right? I kind of like open it up. I don't pull back because a lot of times people just don't understand. They don't understand what network marketing is. So, you know, if you don't understand what network marketing is, or you don't really know how to explain it to people, if you think of it's simply a distribution model of the way products are distributed. So if you were currently buying, let's say, I don't know, any of your personal care products at maybe GNC for nutrition, or you're going to Target, or you're going to Ulta, or you're going to Bloomingdale's, you name a retail establishment, okay? Those products are going from the manufacturer, the distributor, the wholesale, the warehouse, the advertising. And every one of those steps want a piece of the pie. When you think about network marketing, those products are manufactured and produced, okay? And then they are shipped to the customer through a channel of independent consultants. So we provide customer service, we provide education, we sell products, and then the company ships directly to the consumer. And then what happens for the consumer, they're getting a great product and they're not paying all those middlemen because stuff gets marked up. And then we have an opportunity to make commissions off of products that we sell. But then if you look at the network marketing piece of it, we can also teach other people how to do what we do. So understand what you do for a living, become a professional, become an ambassador. That's the way I view myself. Like if people don't want to do my business or what, that's fine. I'm a stand for this industry. I'm a stand for the power of this industry. Educate other people. Stand up for your industry. Don't downplay what you do. If you don't understand it yet, that's okay. You know, when I first started, I had absolutely no network marketing experience or a lot of knowledge, but I did learn and I learned and I read and I read and I listened to like opportunity calls over and over and over again. You know, the thing about this industry is you could just start it. You don't need an education. You have to be over 18 years old. But if you don't take this seriously, other people are not going to take you seriously. It can be a hobby. That's fine. For me, it was never a hobby. And that's what I love about this profession also. Whatever you're looking for, you can find it. Some people are looking for personal growth. Some people looking for community. Some people looking, to earn a little bit of money. Some people are looking to earn a living. But don't make excuses for what you do. Don't beat around the bush, okay? Number 2, don't cut corners on important things. Don't cut corners. There is no shortcut to the top of anything, right? So let's talk about annual conventions that your team has. I know my company has one every single year. Registration just opened for ours. And I'm going to say this from my feeling, my view, not going as a death sentence. And I think actually Jordan used that exact line in the book. And I've seen it in my business. Very rarely has someone not gone to the event and became stronger that year. For most, it was a slow decline. So I know when I first started my business, there was one big annual event, and then there was like 2 smaller, maybe like 5,000 people, 2 events, over the year. So 2 little events and then 1 larger event. And I remember I just started my business, and the person that brought me in, she's like, "You need to register for this event." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just started my business. I just ordered some products to become familiar with them and do presentations." And I was like, but she was like, "No, you need to go. Like, you just told me you're really serious about this business. You want to build this business. Don't make excuses. Figure it out." I was like, okay. I registered for the event that very same day. I bought an airline ticket to that event the very same day. So I started my business May 30th. This was upcoming in September. Never once was like, well, let me see if I do well. Let me see if I make money. Let me see. No. I wasn't going to make excuses. If you want to be successful, don't make excuses. So budget now. Cut other corners if you need to. Cut out Starbucks out of your life. Cut going out to dinner for a little bit. Plan now, but don't negotiate your future. Don't make excuses for not being at the annual event. It's a game changer. Number 3, don't quit when things get tough. Don't even think about it. I want you to think of this very powerful line. We don't quit when we make an announcement. We quit when we stop being excellent. Things get tough. People will say they'll join you and they won't. Maybe for some of you, it'll take longer to build a team or longer to build influence. Level up your knowledge, level up your network, level up your conversations. Decide to be all in because people follow commitment, but don't even think about quitting. That's a major thing to succeed in the network marketing profession or anything. When you think of a successful brand that sells online, like Skims, Bombas socks, Gymshark, you think of their amazing product or their social media. But what is often overlooked is the business behind that business that makes selling for customers online simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify because it is home of the #1 checkout on the planet. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Bombas uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/levelup, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/levelup to upgrade your selling today. Number 4, don't go all the way on the first date. I love this one. Now, I've done this. I have been building my business for almost 19 years. There are times where I could remember one of my first people that joined me. They were in Canada. Now, I called her. I was in my business for a month. I called her every single day for 32 days. I got the answering machine. I spoke till the answering machine went beep, okay. So I was like going all the way on the first date, but I will tell you that one happened to have worked for me because when she finally called me back, she happened to have been in Italy on vacation. That was number 1. Number 2, she was like, "What in the world is?" And she asked me about my company. And then she said, "Have you lost your mind?" I'm like, "Yes." So, but there isn't a rule of thumb, but basically Don't give all of the information. Like, be professional. Don't be out on the prowl. Be confident. Attract people. It's very different than having a scarcity mindset. It's the confident person in the bar, right? Versus the needy person. Like, if you're going in, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm looking to like be in a relationship. You give off needy energy if you're going into that situation with needy energy. So I can remember one time I met somebody who ended up being a top leader at my business. I met her on a football field. We started to talk for a little bit. We did get into my company, and she was like, tell me more about it. And I was like, you know what? Why don't you come to my office tomorrow? And I would love to share this with you because it's too big to give you all the details right now on a football field. And so we scheduled an appointment and she came to my office. Now, I was very excited when she showed interest, but I learned after I grew the wisdom, like, this is a real professional business. I want to sit down with her. I'm not going to throw this up on the football field. And she did end up joining me. Okay. Number 5, don't say this. Don't say I got into a little business. I hear people say it all the time. It's not a little business. That implies that this isn't a big deal, that you're not a big deal. What you're building isn't a big deal. And it has the potential to be a very big deal. It has the potential to be a multi-million-dollar business. It has the potential that you can transfer this to generations of people. It does your business absolutely no justice when we downplay it. People will see your business as you see it, as you speak of it. So speak of your vision, speak of your future, speak of your potential, speak of your love. Do not say this is a little business unless that's exactly what you want, because what we focus on expands. Number 6, don't throw up the business in your first conversation. And that goes back to, one that we just talked about. And this is referring to giving all of the information in the first conversation. And I talked about, how I had that conversation on the football field. You want to schedule an appointment. You want to make a follow-up appointment. And again, there's no rule of thumb to this, but don't throw up the business. Remember, you have something really valuable to offer. Does everybody say yes to me? No, but I still believe I have something of so much value to share with people. Number 7, don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Imagine a business that everyone did nothing. There would be no growth. What if everyone, this is a great question to ask yourself, what if everyone was doing what you have done personally so far this month? Okay, so this episode is going to be released in December. It's funny because I own a business. I own a network marketing business. And I love to use the word business because business owners work over the holidays. They work. I mean, I might not work on Christmas or Christmas Eve, but I am working all month. So what if everyone was doing exactly what you've done personally so far this month? What would your business look like? So the goals that you want to be taking steps every single day, whether that's reach outs, whether that's scheduling activity, whether that's follow-up. And when you're reaching out to your existing team, that's not new business. That's existing business. So you want to be taking every single step to be creating new business. Learn from an experience and do not wait for perfection. When we wait for perfection, we end up getting paralyzed with fear. Like, I'm going to wait for the right time to talk to this right person, and maybe they're busy, and maybe they're distracted, or maybe this is not a good time because it's the holidays. We talk ourselves out of this, okay? Number 8, don't stalk people who tell you no. When I first started my business, and still to this day, I have a friend of mine. She was one of the first phone calls that I made. I have been building my business for almost 19 years. We did a Zoom call the other day. We were on Zoom for, maybe 45 minutes. She was really close to joining. She hasn't joined me yet. I know she has exactly what it takes to be at the top of my business, but I'm not going to stalk her. I love her no matter what. So when you have those people, you think they would be so amazing. Now, I believe at some point she would join, but I was not waiting for her for 19 years. And I had many people that said no. I had many people that when I first started, they said, yeah, you achieve this level and then maybe call me back. And I'm thinking, how am I going to achieve the level if none of you people join me? But There was people that had that mindset. They didn't have the belief. They didn't have the faith. They needed the evidence. So go out and show them why, right? They want to know more. So keep going. Be the evidence. Stay in touch. Be kind. Be generous. And be excited. And let me tell you something. People are watching. So every time you grow to the next level or maybe earn an incentive or earn a bonus, or you're going to get this new level of excitement and belief and confidence. And you're never going to have to wonder when you should reach out because it's just going to sort of organically happen. Number 9, don't settle. Most people shrink their dreams to meet their income rather than building their income to meet their dreams. What are your dreams? When was the last time you wrote them down? What I love about this business is we have the potential to create any single thing we want with this vehicle. Settling means giving up on life. You were born to fly. God will not give us dreams that we were not meant to fulfill. Settling is defeat. Settling is giving up, even justifying being where you are right now. Like, oh, maybe I make enough or maybe I'm comfortable. That's defeat. I want you to understand that. That's defeat. Winners don't give up. Most people lose heart. And this is why most people don't make it. This isn't you. Don't buy into negativity. Now we're going to go over what to do in your network marketing business. We just went over some things not to do. Now let's go on what to do. Number 1, focus on enrolling versus just sales. Listen, the difference between direct selling and network marketing, direct selling is just you selling products, you selling products, you selling products. I sell my products all the time. I love them. I believe in them. Of course I sell them. But the enrolling, that's where the time leveraging comes in. I teach other people how to do what I do. That's how you expand. Both are important. But the big lesson here, if you aren't sharing the business, your business is linear. Your goal is to build a business, not only 100% dependent on you and your efforts. So notice I said only your efforts. We don't stop working. We just increase our efficiency of our organization when we are enrolling people to do this business as well. Your job is to sell and teach others how to sell. Your level of overall success is determined by the amount of leaders on your team that you lead to excellence. As your network grows, then what happens? You're going to earn more. If you only focus on sales, that's good, but it is direct selling. It's creating an income based only on your efforts. And what I love so much is I want to teach and train other people how to do what I do. So again, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm always looking to enroll people into my business. Again, I would love to work with you. Find me, reach out to me, because coaching people and helping them utilize my business, my company as a vehicle is my passion. Like, I love my products, but my passion is helping other people create a life. Number 2, focus on reoccurring earnings versus linear income. We get what we focus on. If you're working towards getting a better job or a promotion, you'll never create long-term success. So take action. Once you're in the game and committed, you're moving towards the life of your dreams. So focus on, again, the expansion, helping other people, developing leaders, creating depth, building relationships, getting to know people, understanding their why. Friends, our why makes us work. Our why makes us work. When we don't know our why, we lose our way. Number 3, become the most connected person you know. And this is something that so many people miss. They stay in their same network. They talk to the same people. And quite honestly, even if some of these people say yes, they're not going to rock it. Some people just don't have a good network, and they could use as an excuse, or they can become more and change your circle. Surround yourself with big thinkers, big dreamers. To be a successful entrepreneur, you want to attract well-connected people. And a well-connected person is someone who has a lot of great relationships with people in their network. Well-connected people don't need much help in growing a network because it's already in place. They have strong ties of trust. They can put together a team. Successful people attract other successful people. And the best way to attract a well-connected person is to become one, right? We don't enroll what we want in this business. We enroll what we're being. So when people say, I'm not getting the results, people don't want to join me, my team is not on fire, they're not earning bonuses, they're not going for the trips. Babe, look in the mirror. Like, look in the mirror, commit to the process. We want to be the difference we want to see in our business. We want to be the difference we want to see in our company. We want to be the difference that we want to see in our organization. Number 4, be sure the people you surround yourself with support you, support your dreams, support what you're going for. So start surrounding yourself with other like-minded people. Make friends with other entrepreneurs. You're not going to succeed hanging around people who work for the weekends. You aren't going to succeed hanging around people who are waiting for a raise or a better job. You are not going to succeed hanging around people that talk about what's not working. You are not going to succeed talking about people who make excuses or talk about the good old days. It's not the mindset of top income earners in the network marketing profession. People may think you're crazy. Do it anyway, right? Do it anyway. Choose to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who challenge you, who force you to level up. Number 5, make friends without an agenda. So what does that mean? Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to talk to them about my business, and if they don't want to do my business, we have nothing to talk about anymore. Okay. Be in the business of serving. Get to know people. Make friends to genuinely make friends, not to grow your business. And I will tell you, I'm going on my 19th year. I've made this mistake 100%. I used to think, gosh, if they don't want to do this business with me, like, what do we need to talk about? And I didn't even realize what an idiot I was. Honestly, I hate to use the word idiot, but that's the way it was. Like, I was so one-sided. I was so laser beam focused that I had to realize maybe this isn't for everyone. Maybe they need time. Maybe I need to help them connect the dots. Maybe we were just connected so now, like, my prayer when I wake up is for God to just connect me with the people that I can serve. And maybe it's through my business. Maybe it's through helping them create sales. Maybe it's through helping them develop an organization. Maybe it's community, whatever. Okay. But I've made this mistake big time, and there's no such thing as a mistake unless we don't learn from it. So always share your business, but at the same time, take the focus off of you and make it about other people. Number 6, create memorable experiences. Like, relationships in this business are the glue that hold your teams together. And there's nothing like getting together with a group of people with one common vision. Like, you create friendships that last a lifetime. I've gone through a lot of things with my company and in this industry, but it's the people that I have roots with, that I know their family. They know my family. When people have fun, they stay. And again, have parties for your team. It's something that I've done. Obviously, my family is my number one priority, but we've done so many firesides. We've done so many, white parties where everybody's dressed in white, and our company car is white that people can earn, through our compensation plan. And so we always have these theme parties. I've had Great Gatsby parties. I've had Denim and Diamonds parties. I've had red parties. I've had, you name it. Right? Schedule lunches, do overnight retreats. You don't need to pay for it. Just organize it, because everybody can pay their own way. If your team is small, start small. I remember when I first started, we used to have like meetings the first Saturday of every single month in my home, and we'd have bagels and orange juice and coffee, and we would strategize and just talk about building our business. These events are essential to build your business. Number 7, invest in yourself and invest in other people. Invest in personal development. And again, it's going to the training conferences. It's reading books. It's attending retreats. When we work on ourselves, we attract others who want to work on themselves. So be everywhere. If there's an opportunity to be around your company, to be around the opportunity, to be around the products, to be around top earners, make sure you get there. Never miss an opportunity to be around other top leaders in your company. This is where you meet other successful leaders and grow to new levels in your business. Successful entrepreneurs, they're generous with their time. You could ask them questions. You can learn from them. Do what it takes to be in their proximity. Number 8, dream. A few things that multimillionaires and billionaires have in common. They have big dreams. They have big dreams and they talk about them. They have magazines and photo albums on their coffee table of things that they dream about. They read books and they listen to audios to help them expand their minds. Sit with people who have stopped dreaming and ask them to write down 10 things they would like to have in their life. Most will have a really hard time coming up with anything because they're so busy earning a living that they forgot to design a life. They forgot the ability to dream because they don't believe that they can. So dream big. Release any doubt starting today. What would your perfect life look like? How would it feel? Who do you want in it? Do you have a vision board? Do you say affirmations? Friends, I have affirmations that drop every single Wednesday. Listen to the affirmations. I always say an affirmation, I pause, and then I leave time for you to repeat it out loud. Say these things every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. And what's going to happen is your words are going to become a belief. And then your belief is what dictates your actions. Then you're going to take actions based on those beliefs. Okay, so dream really big. Number 9, act. Don't analyze. Gosh, there's so many people in this industry that analyze, they overanalyze, they scrutinize. Just take action. When we're analyzing, we're using our logical mind, your success will not be logical. How many of you have analyzed if you can grow to the top by a certain date? How many of you have analyzed if you can achieve your goal this month? And if your analytical mind says you can't, you're not playing full out. Like you're just not. Oh, I'm going to wait till January. I'm going to wait till next month. It doesn't work that way. It's like you need to act, take action, be bold, be courageous, because you're building to the next level. It's not just going to always happen in 1 month, right? So let go of that analytical mind. Like maybe what level are you thinking of you're going to grow to by your conference? Is the time frame realistic? This is what happens. What activity would it take? And then all of a sudden your analytical mind takes over. Great success stories defy logic. The journey to success never unfolds the way you expect it. Like when you decide and your heart is so convicted, then all of a sudden like magical things start to happen. That's where faith shows up. When you analyze and try to figure it out, it delays your success. You will stay where you are. So take massive action, right? And just adjust along the way. The sooner you take action, the sooner you're going to be living your best life. Number 10. Focus on your people skills more than your technology skills. There are people out there today making the most perfect flyers, the most perfect websites, all of these things. People who create technology work for the ones who have people skills. Get really good with people. Be around really good people. Leadership is the most valuable skill when you are creating success. If you want to create a successful life, choose between creating a really large team or a website. Influence people in a positive way. Become a master of communication, building relationships, and speaking life into people. When you're building people, when you're building teams, those people end up being the top earners. Number 11, outsource as much as possible. Okay. For 6 months, when I first started my business, I didn't do laundry. I didn't do dishes. I didn't order groceries. I didn't clean my house. To this day, I don't have a live-in anymore, but I don't clean my house. I have time now to clean my house. I don't want to clean my house. I pay an accountant to manage my bookkeeping. And let me tell you something. I paid somebody to do my laundry, my dishes, before I was making the money. I held myself accountable. Now, I didn't just sit on my butt. I was like, there's this thing called opportunity cost. If I do this, I can pay someone. If I do this, I could pay someone. So I remove myself from anything that I don't enjoy, and I remove myself from anything that took me away from my goals. And this isn't about being lazy, right? It's about freeing up time to build a business that allows you to live the life that you want. Number 12, keep your message very simple and consistent. And so for almost 19 years, I've been asked why I don't have more tools. Well, a confused mind doesn't expand. We grow the most without a lot of tools. Building a team, so build a team, get customers, and help your team do the same. People ask so many in-depth questions to avoid the process. People make beautiful binders to make the process look really pretty. If your system is too much or complicated, it's not going to get duplicated, and people won't even want to start it. We sell products. We enroll other people to do the same. We teach them how to do the same. We grow our leadership, and that increases the efficiency of our organization. If you have a hard time explaining it, it will slow down your growth. On your way to the top, you will experience many ups and downs. And this is just part of being an entrepreneur. You will grow as you overcome obstacles, growing to each level. You will get to celebrate wins. You will experience success. Like, I want you to think about your last promotion, whatever level that you're at now, and that feeling that you had when you were going for it. The difference between you and the ones who are achieving massive success is that those who believed it was possible for them. Like, I know that I achieved what I achieved because I believed it was possible for me. And then you have to hold on to that belief for an extended period of time. Your interest and belief in this industry is only part of it. You must put energy into helping other people achieve it. Don't arrive. You know, this is not a do as I once did business. As you train others to believe in themselves, as you help other people live their dream life, and as you take bold action every single day, your life and your business will expand. The more people you help, the closer you are to what is truly possible. So I love you all. And again, big kudos to Jordan Adler, because this whole thing was inspired by points that he had in his book, Beach Money. And if you are a network marketer and you have not read Beach Money by Jordan Adler, you have to read that book as soon as possible. In fact, it's something that I give not only to all of the people that join my business, but sometimes I give it to people even before they join my business if they want to know more about my industry. So wishing you all an incredible week. Love you, my friends.